So, need to lower that. Really bad quality. So, as a self-made, well, not self-made, but person who has basically taught herself mediumship, psychic, starseeds, reincarnation, something I actually always had, but didn't know the name for it. Oops. Something that I thought was kind of important. Community. There's so many of us that go into ourselves to develop and cultivate our gifts. Well, that's the that's the Virgo part, right? Going within oneself. I just happen to be a Hierophant. Taurus. But we go into the institution and make ourselves, well, kind of a force to be reckoned with. In a good way. To be able to build a community, not only of followers, of readers, and of watchers and stuff like that. You know, becoming stoic and justice. I mean, right there, that starseeds. Honesty and truth, justice, and love. That starseeds, that's twin flame journey, that soulmate. It's so much more than what people think it is. To get stuck in the Empress mode when, well, when nobody else seems to understand you. But then we go in and we chalk it up to we're getting stronger, smarter, brighter. It's almost like that self-fulfilling prophecy that developed in the left side and the right side of the brain. Developing our senses. But it's like, for me, I'm tired of being the one trolling the pages. And that's definitely what I was. I trolled the pages. But I also figured out why they say it's for entertainment purposes only. Because when your mind is clear and you're enjoying yourself, well, the messages come clearly. For a long time, I was able to sense things before they happened. And, well, when you're born with a gift, you just think that everybody has the gift. And the potential for abundance, obviously, is there. I remember going with my sister to see Maria. I think it was Bald Hill, is Seven Sisters on Long Island. And she told me I would be a millionaire. And I'm like, I'm 53 years old. Ain't happened yet. But, mental activity, big changes. Well, things are coming. When you can come together with other people. It's so funny how starseeds, remote viewers, at least the people I've been around, have gone into their own, but you have to develop your own way of doing things. I mean, it's all about hard work. But it's like when you go into the hard work yourself, and then your family doesn't notice you for who you are anymore, because you're laying there and you're writing things down and you're meditating and you're like, oh, this is going to happen. Then it happens. They're just like, oh. Well, I developed my intuition. It's very sharp. And I developed my clairaudience. But it's my passion. But it's been my passion for a long time. My first deck of cards was given to me when I was 19. And then I put them away. My husband said that it was black magic. He was wrong. It's magic. It's the consciousness versus the subconscious. It's quantum entanglement. It's paranormal psychology. Funny thing is, you know what the dickhead used to do? He used to sit there and watch, you know, the hauntings and all these freaking crazy ass videos. And I would sit there and fall asleep. I wonder why the hell I would see all this crazy shit. We would get in fights. Turn this shit off. I didn't realize how open I was. And I was definitely, yeah, I was very open. That's how I felt when I was asleep, literally. They would come in through me. I had no idea. No idea. And I didn't know that you can ward them away. You can change the way your dreams come. And that's Hangman, seeing things from different perspectives. You know, it's funny. I draw, and earlier I drew this. I'm not happy. I don't know who that is. Definitely not me. But then I had heard that a friend of mine had passed away. I'm not sure if he's Aries or not. But so I'm assuming that I might be channeling him. Even though it looks like a female, maybe that's his mother. I don't know. I'm sure I'll find out eventually. But I hope he does rest in peace, and I hope he goes to a happy place. He was pretty awoke, though. And I even joked with him. His name was Jimmy. And I even joked with him, like, when you die. And I tell this to everybody, so it's not like I hex the guy. I'm like, don't stay on Earth. Make sure you find another planet. Go and rattle some chains and leave the ice cream door. Leave the door open for, like, Casper. Because if we all come back, why do we keep coming back here? Because the world isn't understanding reincarnation. I mean, the only part reincarnation is you don't come back in the same body, but you can tap into different souls. You know, when you're a clairaudient or clairsentient, all the clairs, you have the capability of tapping into the void. You have the capability of tapping into different timelines. And then consciousness and subconsciousness, and you know, the whole Christ consciousness, cosmic consciousness. We're just at a particular age in an era of starseeds, of being awoke. We're all about coming through to the world, proving that this stuff works. But as a person who does consider herself a starseed, you know, being by yourself in your mind all the time, well, it gets lonely. And I'm tired of being lonely. And I know a lot of readers, they have a lot of followers, and I'm just starting out. But I kind of like being able to talk to other mediums and other psychics. It's like I feel like I've done the work of healing, and eventually, maybe this is my channel or this little episode of mine is a manifestation for myself. I see myself being one day a teacher, a leader, in a sense, where people like she did it, I could do it too, because I'm just a person who learned how to tap into her intuition. I'm not anybody special. I'm just a woman in love with a man that keeps trying to break the pillars, the left and the right, go down the middle, to bring my world to the dreams that I see. You know, I've transformed myself over and over and over again. And one day, who knows, maybe I'll be a household name. Well, I kind of already am. You know, Jack and Jill went up the hill to catch a pebble. But, you know, 11 o'clock. But it's been a lot of conflict, defeat. Going through awakening and trauma, addiction. You lose a lot of friends. You lose your old person who you were to, emotional loss. To be able to come and elevate. My heart chakra was closed for a very long time. I still managed to close it off. Not because I want to. Because it hurts. Who wants to feel hurt? But to have good intuition, you got to be able to connect into mind, body, and soul. And that gift, confirmation, that gift sometimes can be a curse when it's not taught correctly. A lot of times, psychic mediums, remote viewers will be classified as mental illnesses and stuff like that. Like a psychic psychosis. Because it's usually brought on by trauma and loss and addiction. But then there's balance. Understanding. Hey, honey. I was not used to seeing you on that side of the screen. How are you? How was your day? Are you able to hear me well? I'm using my laptop today. I haven't used it before. I usually use my phone. Good. But yeah, a lot of psychic mediums, remote viewers, they don't tell you that when we feel, we literally feel. I'm glad you had a good day, though. And I really do appreciate you coming in. Transformation. We all transform one way or the other, right? Or try to. At least I try to. Every day is a transformation. Wisdom. I could do a read for you. Would you like a read? It's only you and me. I can do you a read if you'd like. Sure. Let's see. Just a general read or anything specific? Stand your ground. I mean, I know you have a new job, so that's kind of cheating. I know you live in Pennsylvania. Kind of cheating. In general. Okay. Intuition. I can use starseed cards, intuition cards, regular tarot cards, journey cards. Which one you want? You get a free one-on-one. Not like I charge anyway. It gives me practice. Journey cards. I like the journey cards. They're actually kind of cool. Alrighty, so let's give you a journey card. General read. Let's see. All right, Spirit, what do we have to tell out in space? Heed your principles. Heed your pleasure and principles. Breadcrumbs of bliss, 11. So that's like a balance card. So you're trying to basically figure out your happiness. Trying to figure out what works for you. You hold the key to your awakening life. So basically, what you want, you can achieve. Which sounds so like, it sounds so generic, right? You're reborn every day. Let go of the past. So you have something in the past that's still bothering you, that you're still dealing with. Most likely. Most likely some sort of trauma, to be honest with you. Eyes on the prize. Trust on the northern stars. Let me add some more. Let's get a little deep since it's just you and I. What is blocking out in space? What is your block? You're looking for a soulmate? Or your soulmate's your block? Something to do with the number 14. I actually do have something in the past, like trauma, something I'm holding on to. Yeah. Okay. Is it relationship-wise? Have you gotten self-love is about not only, taking care of yourself, it's about therapy and stuff like that. And yes, I am looking for a soulmate. Yeah. I will tell you, as a person that's gone through this journey for quite a while, the best way to do it is to take care of you first. Which is hard because we want that love. We want that connection. What is her trauma? Let me peek and see what your trauma has been. Let's see what the cards say. Healing and beauty. Do you put yourself down about your looks? You have some sort of trauma based upon, yeah. Entrapment. To me, when I look at this card, I'm glad it's just you and me. Possibly sexual abuse. Maybe as a child. And I hope that's not the case. And if so, I do understand. Yeah. I understand. It's really hard. You're reliving it. You're still having flashbacks. Because I'm a psychic medium. I feel the cards and I've been through it myself. Actually, about 4 years ago. Yeah. It's really hard having flashbacks. Very, very hard. And apparently you've been procrastinating. Have you gotten therapy for it, or have you been hiding it? It's hard to have flashbacks. Really hard. I know. It takes patience. I was raped back in 2021, and I didn't start remembering it until this past year. So hiding it, my brain hid it from me until I was able to be safe. And then I went into therapy. Yeah, of course it stings. It's not a good thing. Obviously, it's taking away your capability of saying yes and no. And not that we ever want to forgive our attackers and our rapists, but you have to think. I know. Not that we want to forgive people who have done this to us as females, but we also have to realize that they most likely had trauma too. And not that I'm giving them a pass for assaulting us, but if you look backwards, most likely, they were assaulted too. We get help from above. That's what a lot of the starseeds and stuff like that. Sarah Lee, that's cute. But yeah, I actually use. I went to therapy. I was a psych nurse for 20 years. So when it happened to me, my brain shut it off. It was hard when I started having the flashbacks of it happening. So I completely understand. It's hard. It's hard. But I can sometimes channel without tarot cards. Yeah. Usually tarot cards, I would just start. I would just start. Hey, I know this sounds weird. Sorry, that's not you, is it? I don't know who you are. I drew this earlier. I draw. Obviously, it's kind of what do you call it? But all I kept hearing is "I'm not happy," and then it's not me. I don't know if it looks anything like. Oh, Germany. Oh, cool. Oh, good. I'm glad. No, I meant. I didn't mean Sarah. I meant out in space. But yeah, I can channel usually without cards. Once I start talking to somebody, I will get information, stuff like that. I'm more clairaudient, so when I hear things or read it, I can tap in. Oh, good. I'm glad it's not you. I have this capability of I've actually kind of made money on it. I wind up channeling people, and then I put on Facebook, and people contact me and be like, "That's my so and so loved one." So whoever it is will probably eventually come through. But yeah. Did you want me to go on out in space? And say what you mean. Have you reported it? Does anybody else know what you've been through? And you're young. You're young. Do you want me to pull a card to see what you should do next with it? We can do that. And Sarah, if you stick around, I can pull some cards for you too. Okay, so what should out in space do next? For this, you were born. I hate that sometimes. People like, well, God made you what you are. You're strong and da 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 da. I sometimes think it's a cop out, but that's because sometimes I myself, with what I've been through, I'm like, it's such a load of bullshit. But that's just me. But yeah, I mean, we have the capability to, connect to our higher selves and stuff. When my first psychic abilities, looking back, I was probably about 19 years old. I was given a deck of cards by my neighbor, and I sat there and I told my mom, the house doesn't get struck by lightning. And I told my sister she was going to die, and it all happened. I told my sister she was going to die. I saw my father's headstone a week before he passed away with it. And then I turned it off. Yeah, I turned it off because for a long time I thought I was making it happen, which there's no way, obviously, that but I was young. And then my sister died when she was 19. I was about 21 years old. And then the whole family just kind of went to crap afterwards. Then, got married, became a nurse, all that fun stuff. And then it reemerged in 2020 when my husband died. And that was the magic zone. But yeah. And then when I was telling out in space that I was sexually assaulted back in 2021. And when that happened, I had gotten a huge psychic download and stuff like that. So, but yeah, divine drunkenness. But yeah, thank you. It's okay. I believe that we are spirit in human form. And being a medium, I can connect to, to her essence and to my father and my mother and stuff like that. I mean, it's not the same as hearing their voices or, having a hug from them. But with quantum entanglement and channeling and stuff like that, I do believe that they're still here. It's just for whatever reason we're taught that not to talk to the dead or that not everybody can do it. I channel through music. So, like, if you had, I think a lot of time come out. They do, and it kind of sucks because is it dimensions or spiritualism? Demonism? My classification of demonism honestly is that people have figured out how to manipulate the energy, or energies have been able to manipulate themselves. To me, demons are people who've just passed away who can demonstrate and manipulate energy around them. But demonism, everything that's going on right now with drugs, addiction, and mental health is because we have open chakra systems and we're not being taught how to ground, how to channel, and we're getting psych drugs thrown at us. I believe in culminating, mental health with spiritualization, shamanism, tarot, esoteric, and stuff like that. But you got to pick a good person to help you go through it. I mean, even myself, I was a psych nurse for 20 years, and when what happened to me, I still went and got therapy. But I liked being able to dive into my consciousness and subconsciousness, and that's the whole thing with tarot is being able to kind of jump timelines, if you will. But thank you for the questions. I enjoy actually having communication with people. But but Sarah, if you want me to pull some cards or well, I will tell you, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. When I first started, it was very dark. It was very dark. I was definitely the negative Nancy. The world was going to end. We were all going to die. I am not going to lie to you. That's how it was to me because I call it timeline jumping. I was having problems with timelines. Like I'd have the premonitions, and it was going to happen now. Like the world was going to end now. I was running for my life constantly. But it took a lot of grounding. That's why the new age scene, it can be a trap, but it also depends on who you choose to cultivate with, who you choose to come and speak with. It can be. They're also dark entities, not just angels. Well, we're all extraterrestrials. I don't even think extraterrestrials exist the way that people do. I believe that everything is created from the Creator, God, whatever God resonates with you. I think it's so funny that God created Earth. Well, my God created the whole fucking cosmos. I mean, they might look differently than us, but if the cosmos and the void, our brains might work differently, our bodies might look differently, but I would have to think that the information that comes through is most likely the same. It's just perception. We have all these people in the world right now, and the words that I channel might be different than the words that you channel. Okay. Do you want a general card? I have regular tarot cards. I have psychic cards. I have starseed cards. What would you like? And thanks, guys. It makes it much more interesting when someone actually talks to me, so I appreciate it. And do you want just a general? I can pull cards and see if you're blocked and stuff like that. Are you interested in learning tarot? General cards, maybe? Okay. Let me grab them. Here. Do you have any questions? Like a general question? Oops, Sarah. Oh, Sarah, do you happen to be a Sagittarius? Moon, rising? You have angels around you. That's for sure. And something about water. Do you like water? You're smart. You're into education. Not sure if you're still there or not. I'll continue in case Sarah comes back in. But I have Temperance card, which is Sagittarius. And then we had the 10 of coins. 10 of coins or pentacles. A lot of people say, I'm a Virgo, Cancer rising. Okay. So really definitely guided. Sagittarius, though, obviously the angel and stuff like that. Education. So I have Temperance card, and then I have 10 of Pentacles. Then the Happy Life came through, which is marriage, and then also teamwork. Aquarius moon. Nice. So, okay, so the 10 of, okay, Virgo. Before I said, so you studious? Because before I said education. And then the Cups, Cancer, rising. The Cancer is water card. When you do tarot, when you listen to tarot, watch tarot, there could be very different messages braided into it than cultivation. This could be teamwork, so I don't know if you're looking for a new job, or it could just be stating the 3 signs that you just stated there. That's cool. Yeah, I have a desire to learn myself from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep. The Emperor. That's the Aries card. So if I'm reading this, you believe in reincarnation? Because I'm starting to wondering if the angel card came in. So like, let's say you birth into a Virgo, then you have the Cancer rising, cultivating, and then the Emperor. You're stable. Cool. Emperor's Aries. Emperor also is like, Do you have, this sounds so weird. Do you have pain or problems with either your feet or your knees? I know it sounds completely off the wall. Yeah, me too. Have you been having any... Have you been having problems with your knees or feet or something like that? It's okay to laugh. You've been having a lot of anxiety. Nightmares. Actually, you also have a lot of things that go through your mind a lot. It's not necessarily anxiety. You have ADHD. Little ADHD much? Even no problems with that. No known problems with that. With what? The ADHD part of the feet and the legs. Well, maybe be careful. Maybe be careful. Just be careful. Yeah. I don't know how old you are. What do I see with love? Let me pull some more cards. Let me put these back in. Oops. What do we see for Sarah Lee with love? No, thanks for asking. I've been dying to do this. I don't like TikTok. I'd rather come over here, honestly. It's a little bit more quieter. But I appreciate you guys, though. Really, I do. Ooh. You suffered a tower recently? Did you have a breakup? If you did, it's okay. Because you have the Queen of Coins coming in, which is abundance. Yeah, yes. Oh. Okay, let me tell you. Most people look at this and go, oh my God, this is horrible. Right? It's not horrible. Anytime we have like a tower and upheaval, then you have the Queen of Pentacles, and then you got the Death card. That's ego death. It just means that you're evolving. You're evolving. It could even be something to do with Scorpio. Oh, good. Well, not good. I'm sorry about the tower problem. It sounds horrible. Oh, good. But yeah. You're very nurturing. Or the person who's going to come in next is going to be nurturing. And you're guided. You are guided. You are guided. The Sun card just came out. You were in a bad relationship. You made a break for it. Confirmation. You made a break for it. You kind of said, screw this, fuck you, I'm out of here. That's what you did. You took a leap of faith. Yes, you did. You protected yourself. Congratulations. Truth card. You did really good. The angels are celebrating with you. They're really, really happy that you did that. You stood up for yourself. You were spot on. Whatever you did, you were spot the fuck on. Spirit. Well, Sarah Lee. Which, by the way, I think is so cute, but you're making me hungry. Where's the cupcakes? Who will Sarah leave? What kind of person will Sarah leave be bringing in? Ooh. We have the Emperor, which is Aries. And someone who's mature. Doesn't always have to be an Aries. Oh, I would love that. Now, how would I? That'd be awesome because I have no money. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I do have PayPal, but Aries would someone who's masculine but not overly masculine. You know what I'm saying? Someone who's going to love you for you. I don't know if you're able to. Actually, I could probably just put it in the way you call it. Let's see. I could also try to pull some time on it. Okay, so it's at Jill Clark at Divine Healer 30. Let's see. It's Jill Clark. I haven't used it in a while. At Divine Healer 13 and 15. I think that's what you need to know. I think that's what it says. That's the PayPal. I don't know if there's a way for you. I'm not sure if you'd be able to scan that or not. But yeah, that's what it says. DEV. Let me just double check. I haven't used it in a long time. Yeah, I spelled it that way on purpose. DEVINEHEALER 13 and 15. That's how you spell it. Thank you. Oh, I just realized it might even be someone you're already friends with. Or it's going to start off as a friendship. Hi, guys. Welcome in. If anybody wants to read, let me know. And whoever it is, Sarah, is expressive, creative. It could be a writer, painter. It could be a singer, songwriter, people who are creative. And it's somebody who actually is really well-grounded. Someone who might have actually had past traumas and stuff like that, but actually Salem. Shh. But they've come into their own. Whoever it is has had possibly some issues, and has gotten the help that they needed and conquered their stuff. Salem. Shh. You're being loud. Sorry, my kitty's going loud. But yeah. Do you want to pull a timing on it? No. With PayPal, nothing comes up. I tried to bid. With PayPal name, nothing comes up. I tried Divine Help. I don't know if you can see it or not. I also don't know if I put the scan code up, if you'd be able to scan it with your phone or not. Might be able to take a screenshot, actually. Hopefully you got it. We paid nothing comes up. I don't know. That's what I have. It's all good. Shh. Shh. You're so loud. Oh my lord, my cat. It's all good though. This probably wasn't meant to be then. I have to maybe put BioLink or something like that. Well, my cat is in a bird cage right now. I have my pit bulls. Don't mind my bruises. My pit bulls, they're a little big, and my cat had kittens, so they kind of hang out in there, just until they're a little bit bigger and can outrun the dogs. Scarlett's a sweetheart, but she overdoes her thing. Yeah, no, I don't have enough people yet, and I don't know how else to do it. It's all good. I've never really honestly had anyone try to send me money through Germany. I'm actually funny thing is I have a my grandmother was from Germany. The only other I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about international stuff. I'm getting bruised. My dog's beating me up. a little anemia. It's all good though, Sarah. You want me to give you timing? I'm pull some timing on it. I'm sure there's some way to do it. If you get it figured out, you get it figured out. If you don't, you don't. When will Sarah find her next relationship? Have faith in divine timing. I hate that card. I'm like, it's so generic. Oh, what habits do you have? Ditch the old habits, recharge, and focus on self-care, fresh starts, and goals. But this does say January. So, yeah, I don't have enough users yet to have super chats and stuff yet. It's all good. You have any more questions? I appreciate you talking to me. It's fun. I didn't know maybe if it's it could even be on my end that doesn't allow it. I have no idea. It could be my side, maybe, because I don't know. I've never gotten international, so. It's all good. I made chicken stuffing and some corn. I think I need to get my iron level checked again, though. I might need another iron transfusion. I had the gastric bypass done, so sometimes my iron level dumps down, and then I get bruises easy. I'm not being beat up. What did you have for dinner? I'm going to eat the cat next, since she won't shut up. I'm going to eat you, Salem. Salem? Stop being so loud. White rice and gravy? I like rice and beans. I made myself some poor man's soup yesterday. Some beans, some zucchini. My guy used to make that for me. I miss it. Gotta add some, what do you call it to that? Some protein. So how is it over in Germany? Never really talked to anybody from Germany. I know out in spaces in Pennsylvania, I used to go there. I used to like the flea markets over there. But that was like 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Let's see. Oh, we got messages coming in. Who's traveling? Is someone traveling soon? One of you guys traveling soon? Someone's traveling soon and someone's having some sort of charity or being giving something. And has a decision. So one of you guys have a choice of going somewhere with somebody? You guys may not even be aware of it. Maybe a secret because it's an illusion. So it could be something that someone might offer you guys in the future. It's going to be a oops. It's okay now. It's all good. It's all good. I enjoyed reading. If spirit does well, I believe in everything comes around, goes around, and apparently all my art supplies just fell on the floor, but it's all good. It's all good, honey. You're very welcome. Anytime. It gives me practice, honestly. It gives me confidence to come up here. So honestly, that's payment enough. Because honestly, coming up here, talking to a blank screen, having nobody is really aggravating to me. So you guys just talking to me honestly is really, it gives me confidence. Scarlett. Hold on one second. I gotta pick this up. Hey guys, give me 1 second. Before my dog eats all my damn supplies. Don't need to eating all my chalk and stuff. Alright. There we go. Did I get But yeah. Yeah. I'm in Florida, so. What did you take? I think she just ate a crystal. It does. It really does. But I'm like, I believe in soul path and stuff like that. And I'm like, if I don't get up here and at least do what I in my mind, then I'm not even doing my own calling. And then that make me a fraud in my own eyes. So you gotta live it to achieve it, they say. So I'm just trying to manifest it. 1 to 2 views at a time is what they say. And just be able to talk instead of just always talking in my mind. Because a lot of people don't understand me. I was a psych nurse for like over 20 years. My husband died during COVID, and then just stuff happened, and just wanted to, get my mind back. But I really liked paranormal and esoteric, and so. But you make it easier, so I appreciate you guys, really. I do. Do you guys ever get messages from like do you guys listen to music and all of a sudden you'll get like maybe flashes of insight? Because that's clairaudience. Or if you're watching a movie and all of a sudden you're like, this is going to happen next before you even see the movie. That's also a part of connecting and developing your gifts and stuff like that. A lot of people don't let you know how simple it is. Yeah. Like there are so many songs that I will connect things to. Like 2 years ago, I kept seeing a comet, and I'm like, oh my god, a comet. And then we have 3-eye atlas, and I'm like, I mean, and comets come all the time. Don't get me wrong, but this one's making big one. Anybody can have the abilities, honestly. Um, any song and stuff like that. It's being the way I describe it the best is if you can look at the world through everybody's eyes. It doesn't matter what your race, religion, your faith. I guess it's the same thing. It doesn't matter basically. If you have the empathy and hi, if you have the empathy and stuff to care about other people, to see the world through I'm doing good through everything, then you can develop clairaudience, clairsentience, and clear vision. It sounds, but I understand it. I've done it for 4 years, and I just finally decided to start sharing it. Ishika. So yeah, Ishika, if you want to read, I'm doing it for free. If you're still here, just let me know. We're in here just chatting away. So, but yeah, hey, do me a favor, guys, if you wouldn't mind giving me some likes. Yeah, sure you can. If you guys wouldn't mind giving me thumbs up. I don't know if you have given me thumbs up. It's just not registering on my side, but I would appreciate it. If I could look at the world through others' eyes. It's true. I don't know if they actually enjoy chaos. It's really weird. Our world, for whatever reason, yeah, our world, for whatever reason, the chaos, it evolves, and it sucks. Do you see getting into college called ISB in 2026 batch? ISB. Let's see. After I drop them on the floor. Give me 1 second. Yep. Let's see. Sorry about that. I don't know. Okay, so we got Page of Swords says no, right? But then it says intuition and outpouring. So I don't know if it will be 2026 batch or if you might be waitlisted. But you're going to get in. It just might not be right away. Yeah, and Sarah, I do think that it possibly, unless you already are waitlisted, are you already waitlisted? Because if you're already waitlisted and you already put your information in, and you've been waitlisted, then you're going to get into 2026. What were you like in the 80s and 90s? In the 80s and 90s, high school. Well, 90s I graduated, 80s. I was fat. I was hella fat. I was like 400 freaking pounds. I was a shot put thrower, a discus thrower. Yeah, always put in more than multiple. Maybe the no is that you hadn't applied yet, and that you're going to. It could be. I should have done past, present, and future. Is what I should have done because the 3 cards fell on the floor, so it could be that. So just stay positive because it does say new beginnings, and it does say yes, and it could be that spirit was telling me that you hadn't done it yet. So it could be. But keep positive prayers and stuff like that. How you see the world and interact with it. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. You're welcome. Yeah, I do believe like I was one of 6 children, brought up on Long Island. Um, Not high class or anything like that. Dad was a cop, but he had his problems. Um, I was a nurse. I have brothers who are police officers. My sister's a teacher. My other sister's a nurse. I am the black sheep of the family. When I went through, after my husband died and stuff like that, I had a drug problem and stuff like that. But through rehab and stuff like that, I was able to clear it up and get better. So yeah, I do believe, and I think it is all basically a perspective on how we see the world and how the world changes around us. Being grounded in our choices through life. Would I'm Yeah, I would. I would actually, yeah, I would. I actually, I see me honestly going probably back to New York for a little while, and maybe even working for the government. Who knows? I see me going to a lot of different places actually. Yeah, my brothers really didn't beat me up per se. I beat myself up more than they beat me up. But I was the one that was 400 pounds. I was the one that played the boys' sports. I was number 4 of 6 children and stuff like that. But yeah, but it's funny how those of us who disown black sheep of the family and stuff like that, we try to cultivate, intuition and things like that. We want beyond what's in our 3D reality. We want 5D, 60, 40, whatever. And I'm not talking about 5G on the cell phone either. We want to be the empress. We want to manifest the world. And nothing stops us other than ourselves. And that's the hard part. But you got to be a tough cookie to be able to get past people telling us no, or people telling us that, or even just us telling us that we're not worth it and stuff like that. And we got to get over that. We got to become abundant. And I'm sorry you went through that. It's not fair, but it's not fair. There is no but. I think it's funny they say that, we have these contracts and stuff like that. before we're born, we have these contracts and these old contracts and this and that. And I'm like, I want to see the fake lawyer with the pretend contracts because life's a lemon right now and I want my money back. And that's a song from Meatloaf. It's an old song though. But yeah, it's not fun to be the black sheep of the family, for sure not. It's a lot of pain, but when you connect with your higher consciousness and stuff like that, you can get out of reality, get help, heal. You can do it. Shit, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Because pain sucks, and getting out of our mind, creating abundance for ourselves is even better, for sure. Where would you want to go, Sarah Lee? Who's still in here? Oh, excuse me. Let me know. Zero sugar. You're right. You're right. So 2D and 2D is just like, paper, what you read, what you perceive. 3D is when it goes into like film, TV. 4D goes more into mind. 5D goes into quantum physics. 6D goes into more of the void and then parallel universes and quantum entanglement. You are correct. There's going to be science that backs it up. It's also spheres and stuff like that. Rudolf Steiner, he's a theologist, however you say it. It's all you're right though. The whole reality of seeing the reality of what we see. We could all look at the same. You and I could look at the same picture, and you may see something completely different than I do. Just like you and I could listen to the same song, and based upon the degree of how our brain works and reality of the Ds that we're in 3D, 4D, 5D, we will have different perceptions of the song or even of a movie. Dude, I can't even watch a movie with anybody anymore because I yell, there's a code. People are like, it's just a movie. I'm like, no, it's not just a movie. There's a code in there. So but that's a part of clairaudience and being psychic and remote viewing and stuff. But you're right. I just think it's awesome how the movies have made it where our minds of the 3D, 4D, 5D can illustrate it and then kind of desensitize our mind in a way to visualize it so we can experience the evolution of our minds with neuroplasticity and with evolution and not only soul growth but changing the way our minds think. Remember I was pulling cards that said you'd be traveling, so I was right.